Hey, welcome to rockstarpresenters.com. It is Mailbag Monday. Time to kick it off, and we have some great questions this week, so let's get to it. All right. I have Amy who has mailed in with a couple of really great questions. So we're going to get started with hers. She's saying, with everyone's busy schedules, she's wondering if I could suggest a few easy, healthy, and of course tasty snacks that someone can take on the go, because we love Shakeology, but sometimes we don't always have water available to add in at the very least. So how can we stop from falling into that drive-through trap? That is a great question, Amy. I'm so glad you asked it. And as Team Beachbody coaches, we get these great newsletters every single week that give us great ideas for stuff like this. So I'm really just stealing from them. Popcorn, not from the movie theater, is a great snack. Okay, try to avoid the salted brands, try to avoid butter. If you need to kick it up a notch, you can put some herbs or a squeeze of lemon juice or even some garlic powder or cayenne to make it super tasty. Okay, and bag them up in Ziploc baggies, okay? And you can take that with you anywhere. Just keep a few in your purse. This might sound crazy, but I love my popcorn to be a little bit stale. So that one works for me just about anywhere. Crisp bread crackers are another great one. I love the Wassa brand. I also like the Rye Crisp brand. I think they're great. You know, you don't want to go with the Ritz crackers. Look at the label. Not the best choice. So try something like crisp bread crackers, like the Wassa brand or Rye Crisp. Another one that I love is edamame, and you can find that at the store. Just go through your fresh foods aisle and pick up some edamame. Again, pre-package it. Use those little snack-size Ziploc bags. Take this stuff with you wherever you go. Always have snacks in your purse. You can get away with carrying that big mom-sized purse if you've got healthy snacks stowed away in there. I love just these few ideas. So those are just some quick ones. If you want to see more, go to rockstarpresenters.com. You're already here. And check out, I think that particular article is in the spotlight this week. So check it out if you want more information. Also, I have a question from a potential coach asking about part of the game plan is to get 2 exposures every day. So how do we get these 2 exposures? What's the definition? Is it just Facebook postings this coach is asking, or can it be emailed to a friend, a face-to-face conversation? And my answer is any of the above. Expose yourself every day, whether it's through Twitter, through TweetDeck, through Facebook. Maybe it's even at the grocery aisle. I had a great exposure today. It was awesome. I was at the park with my kiddos, playing and being active and just having a great time. And a fellow mom and I struck up a conversation, and without me pushing it in this direction at all, it just went towards health and fitness. And voila, I had a business card in my back pocket. And I gave it to her really only just so she could have my phone number and my email address. I didn't even tell her I was a Beachbody coach before I handed her the card, because I really didn't care if she knew at that moment or not. But all of a sudden, she has a contact. I've planted a seed for something for her in the future. So an exposure could be just about anything you can imagine. Just put yourself out there because people are listening. So that was a great question. Thank you to the coach who sent that in. Oh, I've got another great question from Jen. And Jen wrote in saying she had a friend ask her if Shakeology is good while breastfeeding. Okay, so this is the story, folks. We have to say, you've got to consult with your physician. But what is Shakeology, my friends? It's just food. It's just food. Okay, there's nothing crazy, there's nothing unnatural. It's healthy for you. You know that it's the healthiest you've ever been in your life. So would I drink it while I'm breastfeeding? Absolutely. There is absolutely no reason why I wouldn't. Should you? You should consult with your physician. That's my answer to that one. That's just something we have to say, but would I? Absolutely I would. So tell your friend, make sure she checks with her doctor, but bring the bag of Shakeology with. Show the doctor the actual nutritional label so the doctor can see, because there's a lot of crap out there, and if you say, well, I'm drinking these crazy shakes, chances are the doctor may say no. So make sure you bring that bag with you. Bring the bag of Shakeology, let the doctor see it, and then the doctor's going to say, go ahead. Okay, so that's my answer for that one. Always tell your clients and customers to check with their doctor first. But if it were me, I would do it. Great question, Jen. I think we've got another question, and this one comes from a coach. This coach, I won't say his or her name. Why won't some of my coaches get their act together and expose themselves? You know what you need to do if your coaches won't expose themselves? You need to buy them a book. It's about $4. It's a very cheap, inexpensive book, but it is one of the best books you or your coaches or your customers could ever read. And it's called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. It's extremely short. It's an easy read, so even if you're not a reader, it's going to take you like less than an hour to get through this book. And you, Coach Anonymous, Mr. Coach Anonymous, get your coaches that book, or buy one for yourself, lend it out to them, tell them to eat that frog, go for it, expose yourself, you'll never regret it, and lead your team. They signed up with you for a reason, they believe in you, so go for it. All right, guys, keep sending in your questions to rockstarpresenters@gmail.com. I'll keep answering them every single Monday in Mailbag Monday. And I'm so glad to have you guys here. Thanks for listening, and we'll check back with you next